What's up, player? Last week we went over drawing a flower easy. Now in part 2, we're gonna go on a little journey that starts at Composition Avenue, takes a hard left at Existential Crisis Lane, and gets into some chunky stuff. So buckle up, batten the hatches, and bring a bowl of popcorn, cause fuck man, I had it and then I just... When in doubt, reference. That's like the best part about making stuff, is collecting all these cool weird books. This book is amazing, a whole book about textile designs. There is endless amount of opportunity in here. Oh, that's cool. Get that perfect little bouquet, huh? Okay, let's see. I like that. Simply. You can almost just squint your eyes and look at it. Boom, boom, boom. It's like a whole cluster of stuff. That was cool. Thank you for that. Okay, but another version, I was saying before, graphic design. Cool, what it's like off of what you would normally do. Like that thing is cool. What's that? Yeah, these are cool. They're just like shapes. Okay, so what if it was just, this is a flower. The flowers don't need the stems either. They could just be however they feel right sitting together. Ooh, another version, you could just start throwing stuff together and fill it in. Start with three shapes. 1, 2, 3. Just start filling stuff in around them. Ooh, there's a pattern you could do. Circle, oval, cone. Circle, oval, cone until the page is filled. Simple. Then you're just puzzle piecing. You're not so much figuring out how is it supposed to be together. I find it helpful to make these little rules as I make things. Like, okay, they can never overlap, so get them close but not quite touching. Or maybe only the leaves overlap. These are decisions that you have to find. There's something there. Okay, we just gotta fill up. We're making 6 this time. Rock and roll movie posters from the 70s. Psh, yes, please. Captain Beefheart, where have you been all my life? The band names are part of these flowers, which looks like a textile. This is a really cool poster. But it's so simple. Shape, line, horizon. What is he talking about? Very graphic, very simple. Circle, figures, text, text. It's simple, it's not easy. Another thing that I'll do is on Instagram, you can save posts that are visually stimulating. Why not look through those when you're looking for things that when you need to find when you're mining that visual gold? And I found this photo of this lady that's got these wacky pants on. So I like the shape of this thing. It's like, kind of looks like a face, but there's a little more style to it, which is perfect. I like when things are kind of coated or lightly hidden. Hidden in plain sight, maybe? I don't know. I think I got my layout down. I like this one. It's based off of the pattern on the dress. Now I have to think about color. This is the perfect time to experiment with it. Color is a challenging one, which is why I keep kind of forcing through it. And I have this cool gouache set that I've been just excited to use. Gouache is in between of watercolor and acrylic paint. But it's okay, if it doesn't look good, it's fine. It will look as good as it needs to. And I'm giving it to my mom, so she's obligated to like it no matter what. And I find in the thumbnail stage, colored pencils are a fast, easy, efficient way to block in color. This is my rough layout of what the colors are going to be. Nothing too crazy, simple enough. Okay, next step, we gotta sketch this out. The main thing that I'm trying to accomplish when I draw my base or the sketch onto the actual piece of paper, it's a guide. It's a roadmap, if you will. It doesn't have to be perfect. I start light, and then I build in detail from there. And eventually, something happens. Although this time I'm thinking of adding some solid colors, so I won't line it first, which makes it a little challenging for me. It's very different. I'm not used to this type of approach. I'm not trying to tell you how to make work. I'm trying to figure it out just as much as you are. I'm just sharing things that I've learned and maybe they're helpful to you. They're definitely helpful to me. I'm glad we got that cleared up. All right, I'm all penciled up. How I feel about this right now? But again, The reminder to the self is it's just the practice. So just going through the motions, making the work. The more work we make, the better we become. So don't get too caught in the weeds. Okay, the next step is light board, and then I'll flip this bad guy over and, oh, it's so bright, I can't see through it. I'm about to try some new techniques, and I suddenly feel very insecure. It's funny to go from pretending I know what I'm doing to suddenly having no idea what I'm going to do next. Doing stuff new is so hard. But we gotta persevere. We just gotta try it out. We gotta see how it works, and then we can build off of that for the next time. So, the first thing I'm gonna do before I jump into coloring and inking the final piece, I'm gonna take a piece of scrap paper. I drew a little circle flower thing on there. I just gotta test it. I'm gonna fill them in with color first and then ink over them with the brushwork afterwards, which is a little opposite of what I normally do, so fingers crossed. The whole new gouache material thing threw me off. I just had a whole existential crisis, went for a walk, made food, just questioned everything. And then I realized, easy. Let's keep it easy. Let's not go down the trail of complex complications. So we're back on course. Let's keep it easy. As simple, as straightforward as possible. We're gonna color this, we're gonna have fun coloring it, you're gonna eat your vegetables, and you're gonna go to bed on time. And then we're gonna... It's crazy how intense the creative blocks can make you just avoid. It feels so uncomfortable. It must just be so emotionally charged. TMI? Hey Siri, define acrylic paint.
The definition of the word acrylic paint is used especially by artists.
Well, that is a horrible definition. This is hard. This is hard. I'm not used to this paint, the brush, the whole thing. I want to bail, but I'm just gonna finish it because I've started it. I guess this means it's a good lesson learner, but it sure feels like a crappy experience. Note to self, working with any paint and brush, what yields best results is going with the shape of the brush, going with the marks that the brush likes to make. The results are just so much cleaner and more fluid, and they look right. For a while I was trying to force these shapes out of this brush and it just looks jagged and forced. It's not the right way. It needs to be loosened up. Inked up with the black is what it is, but I think there's one more thing I need to add to it. We're going to attempt to hit it with some highlights. Holy cow, what an experience every single time. What a journey, what a journey. Finish the highlights. I say this thing's done. About as done can be. All in all, I am happy with it. Woo, working with new mediums though, what a challenge. What a challenge indeed. I like how I start this off like I know what the hell I'm doing and I end it not knowing what the hell I'm doing. I hope you like that, because if you like that, I like that. You like that. Thank you for coming along this journey and making it this far. And if you've made it this far, consider subscribing and taking our relationship to the next level. And if you think this would make a good Mother's Day gift for your dear mother, I got you covered. I got prints available right here. And if you've liked this, here's another video that's just as mildly entertaining as the one you just watched.